Hey again everyone, so this is part 2 of updating the game Arrow Run Swipe X for the Android and implementing the in-app purchases now. We just did including the ads, and I've been checking this on my device. The ads have been appearing okay at the bottom. They weren't appearing very much before, if you were following from the first video. So if you ever get that, just try to restart the device. I've just turned it on here, and as you can see at the bottom the ads are appearing. So that's great. Give it a couple of taps as well to make sure that the ads do appear, and then if you want to go back into the game, just click this this back arrow here, which is on most Android devices. Alright, so the next big step is the in-app purchases for the Google Play market, since that's the first market that we're going to go to. So I need to figure out just exactly how this is going to work. I think that I already have most of the things that I need in order to do the in-app purchase stuff. And I'm just going to check this here. I'm just going to remove this. I don't really need it right now. I don't need this. Okay, that's fine. So this was previously updated. This previously was available on Google Play on a separate publisher account. So we already have the data available in here, and so I'm just checking what we might need to do in order to make this happen. I think everything should be pretty much just the same as far as I'm aware. So I'm just going to take a quick read, guys, and be quiet for a moment whilst I figure this out in my head. Okay. Think yeah, okay, so I'm not those areas, okay. I'm just going to check what happens in the iPhone version as well. The reason I'm doing that is just so that it's the same on each version. Okay, accelerate X, remove ads, that's fine. I'm just going to go to the main game. What I'm doing, guys, is I'm just seeing what actually gets unlocked in the game, which values get changed, and I'll explain this in a moment once I've double checked it. So, okay, I think that's fine. I think all we need to do is, all right. So in the main game scene, which is this one here. I just need to show this alert. Okay. The alert to remove ads from the game. So what happens in this, just so I explain, is in the main game scene here we have a general scripts object, and then the main game script attached to this game object. And the main game scripts handle things like keeping the score, checking the game over state, and then loading the next scene, and so on. And in this case here, once we reach the player has no bombs, mobile bombs, game over, we're going to show this message here, this one down here, etc. Android, unlock the bombs and remove ads, yes or no. Unlock the wave bombs and remove advertisements now, yes or no. And then if the user clicks yes, what happens is it calls the etc. event listener, if I can find this in the Android event listener, yes, that's right. Calls the etc. listener yes. If the user taps on yes, that's like a native pop-up and it says yes and no. If the user clicks on yes, then it finds the general scripts object in the main game scene and then calls player tap to remove ads. So player taps, player tap remove ads, and then the Unity Android string, and then it tries to call that, and then it calls into the in-app billing event listener, calls this one here, if supported, purchase, unlock the bombs, remove ads, product ID, and then calls this. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to make that clear in my head what was going on there. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this in the Google Play developer portal, and I'm just going to open it up. So I'll pause the video for 1 second, and I will be right back. Okay, so to get to the developer Android portal, the Google Play developer portal, go to developer.android.com, then click on Distribute, and then go to Developer Console. If you've not signed up for a developer account, this will take you to the sign up page. It's a $25 fee for 1 year, I believe, to sign up to Google Play. You just need a Gmail account, and you will also need some kind of credit card, I think, or debit card, so that they can connect your developer account with a home address or a business address. So just FYI. So this is the developer portal, and this is actually the older version of the developer portal. If you go into the new one, then you'd click on Try New Design here. At the moment, I'm pretty comfortable in this version, so I'm going to stay here for a moment. But in fact, I might need to go to the new one because I need to get some details from the new one. So okay, so if you do reach this older one here, then click on Try the New Design. And the reason that we need to go to the Try New Design section is because we need to get the public key for each individual application now, and I'll show you what this means in a moment. But the first thing that we want to do is basically add a new application. Now, hopefully this workflow should be the same as the older version here. I'm hoping it is, because if it isn't, then I'll have to go back and forth a little bit, but we'll figure it out. Okay. So as we mentioned before, so arrow swipe, if I can spell that correctly, run X is the name of the game, and we don't want to upload an APK right now. I just want to prepare the store listing, and this is actually the first time I've gone through the upload application process in this new developer portal. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, so the title is there, and I'm just going to say a cool, fun game. In which the player must swipe arrows to get the highest score. Now, I'm going to change this description later. If you know about, if you've seen some of the videos on SEO, you have to fill up more characters. You know, if you fill up all 4,000 characters with a good description or keywords, then you're going to get more downloads. I wouldn't recommend doing that though, especially for smaller games, because if you try to stuff too many keywords in there, Google will flag it and they will just like cancel the application. So, you know, I'm going to add in a few thousand characters here, maybe 1,000 to 1,500 characters, and just describe the game in a little bit more detail. But I'm just putting in the basic description for now, and I will change it later, which is fine. We can change it at any time. Promo text, I'm not going to do this. There's no recent changes. Graphic assets and so on. Don't really want to do this right now. I just want to get the services API. That's fine. I'm just going to leave without saving. And what I want is this big number here at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to click Command and C or Control and C to copy. Go back into Unity, go File, Build Settings, and I'll put this in the middle so you can see Player Settings. Go down, and then this one here at the bottom, this Android Market Licensing LVL. Just double click on that, delete. I have to delete it a couple of times because I'll just drag and delete them. The easiest way to do it. Highlight all of that, delete. There's still more. It's a rather big code. Alright, delete. Alright, so paste in the new one by clicking Command and V or Control and V. And so that's what we need. And then, because we're going to use this code again in a moment anyway, okay? So I've got a call, guys. I'm going to pause the video. I'll come back in a moment. Hey again everyone, I'm back. So sorry about the pause there. You probably seen me in some different clothes and different lighting and things. It's been like an hour or two since I paused the video. I'm just going to catch up where I was on before. So I think, yeah, so we got this, this basically is the license for the application. And each application or game that you put onto Google Play has its own individual license key. So that's why I'm inside here collecting this. So I think that's okay. Well, the next thing that we need to do is set up the in-app purchases. So on the left-hand side tab here, if you go to in-app products, and I've seen this screen before in the new portal, the new Google Play developer portal, so I should be okay with this. Your app does not have any. Okay. Any in-app purchase to add an purchase, you'll need to add billing permission to your APK. That's fine. I think what is happening here is it's asking me to. It's actually asking me to upload an APK first, and then what it will do is then I can add an in-app product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back to the old version of the Google Play developer portal, because I actually know how to do it through there. But so long as we have that services API, this if we click on this tab, this key here is the one that we need at the moment, so that's fine. I'm going to switch back here on the top right, click on switch back to old design. And what this will do is it allow me to upload an APK as a draft APK, and then in that case, what we can do is add an in-app purchase, if I can say that. So if I go to, if I can just find it, upload application on the bottom right here. License keys are now managed for application individually. If the application uses licensed services, you have paid. Okay. You need to switch to the new design to get your license key. So this is just telling us that we need to switch back to the new design to get the license key, which is fine, but the problem is that I couldn't upload, the problem is on the new design, if I upload an APK, it actually tries to publish that APK, I believe. So that's why I'm just switching back to the old version now, so you can see the workflow that I'm used to. And let me just find the APK file that we built. So temple run training. And like I say, I'm sorry, it's not very smooth at the moment in terms of like the actual video presentation. Hopefully, once you've seen it a couple of times, you'll get the gist of things if you give it a try. But as long as I'm giving you guys an overview of how this is uploaded and the things that you need, you should be able to get through it. So temple run training, this is today at 5:30, that's fine, so I'm going to choose that one. I'm going to click on, so it's chosen, then click upload. And this might take a few minutes to upload, so I might pause the video there for a second and I will come back and then we'll continue. Alrighty, so I'm back again and it's now uploaded. Once it's finished uploading, you can see this pop up here, just telling you the version code and the permissions and so on. If you click save, then what this will do is it should save a draft inside of the Google Play portal, so that you can then add in-app purchases. If you click on home at the top here, then we should see it listed down here if everything is still the same as before. I uploaded a game roughly, I think it might have been 3 weeks ago now, so it should still be the same. And there we go. You see, like, this is unpublished, and there's the logo, so we know it's this one. And then from here, if I click in-app products, then I can add the product here. I could probably do this through the new version somehow, some way, but since I kind of know this workflow at the moment, I'm going to stick with this one for now. The only reason that I needed to actually go into that other, the new version, by the way, this one here, try the new design, was just to get that long license key that we first got before. So you can just do what I did just now, is you can upload it like we just did here, go back to home, and then do the in-app products this way, okay? So, alright, so click here, add in-app product. Now this one, the first thing that we're going to find is managed or unmanaged. Managed is, like, for example, an unlockable, where the player unlocks, say, a level or a weapon or some kind of bonus feature or something like this. Unmanaged is like a consumable, where the player can just continue to download the, continue to pay for like a new pack of coins or some currency or something like this, okay? In this case, we want unmanaged, because if we had managed means they can re-unlock it. If we had coins as managed, they could just continually download them. Okay. The in-app product ID, this is what we're going to use inside of the code, inside the game. And this is what will need to be called inside of the function. So this won't be visible to the user. In this case, I'm just going to go back to my code here and get the actual product ID that I used for the original version and just use that one. So if I go to Temple Run Make Game, I've got to find it. Actually, that's a good point. I don't know if I have to, because we've just got a single product here. So just give me 1 second. Okay, it's here. So purchase product, and I'll explain this in a moment. We'll just talk about the developer portal first. So this can be anything that you want to call it. There's certain rules that you can't use capitals, you can't use spaces, but just make it something that's kind of clear and obvious when you're looking back, and if somebody does buy this inside of your Google merchant account, you can see clearly, like, oh, it was you can put the name of the game, underscore the item, underscore how many, whatever makes sense to you. Okay. So title, I'm going to say unlock wave bombs and remove ads. Okay, and give it a little bit of a description, probably the same thing. Unlock the wave, unlock three wave bombs. Unlock the 3 wave bombs so you can. Go and remove all ads. Unlock the 3 wave bombs. So you can. I'm just trying to think of something here. Survive for longer. Bombs to blast. Alright, so something a little bit more fun or descriptive. You can change this later, I think, once you've saved it, so don't worry too much about this. Even if you can't save it, you can just add another in-app purchase and then just use that one instead. So the price for this one, I think, is 0.68 pounds, and I want it to equate to 99 cents in US dollars. So I'll just make this a little bit cheaper down there. So I usually use the United States dollar as a benchmark. So managed, I'm just checking this is all right. So managed, we've got our in-app product ID. We've given it a title. We've described it. We've given it a price. Usually, if you're whichever country you're from, your base price will be in your currency. So if you're from the States, then it will be in USD. Click on autofill so that it fills up all of these currencies on its own, or you can fill it yourself. Alright, I'm going to click Save at the bottom. Okay, so Japan must be a minimum of 99 yen, that's fine. So you might see that if you make your price even lower, then you'll get a few red boxes, and all it says is you have to have a minimum price. So you can just go in and then manually change those yourselves. So here it is, this is set up. I'm just going to click on it again. And I'm going to publish this one so that it becomes live once the application is live on the Google Play Market. So that's all fine right now. So if I go to the top, just click on Home, and the next thing will be for us to go into the code and start to make these function calls to unlock these wave bombs. Okay. So just to recap on this, guys, you can go into here and click on Add Upload Application. Once it's uploaded, click on Home, and then go back into the application here and click in-app products, and then you can add an in-app product. Then what you'll need to do is click on the Try New Design, and then go to the application list, and then go down to Service and APIs, which will give you that big long license key that we got before. So that's why I was just doing a little bit of back and forth between the old version and the new version of the Google Play Developer Portal. So, alright, so let's go back into Unity now. And since I've already got the code set up, I should be pretty good to go. The only thing is, if you're basically using the Prime 31 plugins, What you'll need to do, as we did before, is go to Assets, Import Package, Custom Package, then find your plugin down here, so Unity, Packages, Prime31, Android, and then I think it's in-app billing, which should be one of these two, or it'll be a newer version if you've got the newer version. Just get the latest version, click on Open, and then what it'll ask you is, it'll give you the list of files that it'd like to install, and then you click Import. In this case I'm going to click Cancel because it's already set up, and which should be good to go. Alright, so next step, just to have it, I always click Save Scene and Save Project. And so I think we should be pretty good. I just need to update this key here, because this is the old one. So I'm going to go to File, Build Settings, Player Settings. That's right. I'm going to click on the key and then click Command and A or Control and A, and then Command and C or Control and C to copy that. I'm going to highlight this one, and I'll explain the code in a moment. Alright, okay, so let me just delete that out, and then click Command and V to paste. Command and V to paste that in.